was talking to my little grandson on the phone. He's saying, "Grandpa, please, you got to come and help us. The fire's at the back door."
It really looks like something from another world.
An extreme fire caused by extreme conditions. This is California, and large swathes of America's Golden State are burning out of control. But even for a state that is hardened to the seasonal hazard, these fires are exceptionally fierce. It's one of the worst starts to the fire season in a decade.
Every single person that I've talked to so far has made the mention that I don't know why it's doing what it's doing. It's burning differently. It's burning more aggressive than it has in years past. And I know we say that every year, but it's unprecedented. It's burning in every direction all at the same time.
Fanned by dry winds, spreading fast through tinder-like scrubland, left parched by 5 years of drought. That's why this is now the 7th most destructive blaze in state history. Everything is against the thousands of firefighters drafted in to battle the blaze. There is some help from the cloudless skies. Firefighting aircraft have been called in, but there aren't enough machines to cover the entire area. The fires have spread across 48,000 acres of land, an area larger than the city of San Francisco.
Hey, boy!
Stifling heat, temperatures hovering around 38 degrees Celsius, and that's away from the fires. Containment by lighting backfires works sometimes, but when one blaze is out, another starts. The cycle is endless. It's exhausting. It's deadly. Emily, 4, her brother James, 5, and their great-grandmother Melody among the first victims.
I was only going about 15 minutes when my wife called me and said, "You got to get here. The fire's coming up the hill." I was talking to my little grandson on the phone. He's saying, "Grandpa, please, you got to come and help us. The fire's at the back door. Come and get us." I said, "I'm close by, son. I'm trying to get in there." I said, I'm right by you." I said, "I'm right by you, honey. Just hold on."
And there will be more heartbreak because many are still missing. The priority is to save life. Emergency evacuation orders are in place. Tens of thousands have been told to leave.
We kind of gathered everything that we could think of that we needed or wanted in case and put it all in one area so that if something like this happened, we could get as much of the stuff that we can't replace out.
They take what they can, but have to leave behind almost everything else. But some insist on staying despite the danger.
My wife left. I told him I ain't going. I'm going to try to save my house.
The ones who do leave know that they will probably return to scenes like this, a scorched landscape. The core temperature can reach over 1,000 degrees Celsius. And the blaze is creating fire whirls, spinning vortexes of air, ash, and fire. They form when rising hot air begins to spin, collecting flammable gases and burning debris.
The wind just took off. And I don't remember exactly what they called it. It was almost like a tornado with fire in it. And it came over the hill and it wiped out our house. It wiped out our next door neighbor's home.
It was just all kinds of debris flying around in the air and hot embers and hot leaves coming down all over the yard. I figured I better get out of here.
In water, there's another.
These blazing tornadoes are particularly dangerous and difficult to put out. They can reach dozens of meters in height.
This was like you see in the movies with tornadoes. I mean, it 1 minute it's fine, the next minute everybody's screaming.
That's north.
2018 is set to be the 4th hottest year on record. Only 3 other years have been hotter: 2015, 16, and 17. The world is undeniably heating up. Record temperatures are being recorded across North America and Asia. And here in Europe too. Long, hot, breezy, dry spells, perfect for one of Greece's deadliest ever wildfires. The seaside resort is popular with Greeks and foreign tourists and was completely unprepared. The residents of Marti stood little chance of escape. The coastal town east of Athens lacked good evacuation access roads. There was no warning system in place, even though it was a residential area, surrounded by forest and at high risk of wildfires. As the fire tore through the town, residents had a choice: stay and be burned alive, or try and escape into the sea. Hundreds did make it to the water, but hundreds didn't. Exact casualty figures are hard to come by. At least 91 people are known to have died. Many more are in hospital. Some are in a very serious condition. And dozens are still missing. Recovering and identifying the dead is proving difficult, sometimes impossible. Because some of the bodies are so badly burned that some body bags contain the remains of more than one person. Miracles, man or animal, sadly, are rare. This dog crawled into a brick-built oven behind a garden barbecue area. Its white fur now singed by the smoke, and it was barely able to breathe when it was found by rescuers. An investigation into the response to the fire is underway. It may find more lives could have been saved by planning for an eventuality like this, but not much else, because the weather is beyond the control of town officials.
There will be more common, more frequent extreme weather phenomena because the climate globally is being destabilized.
Officials here, in America, and across the world must now prepare and plan for this nightmare. There have been wildfires in Britain, Sweden, the Czech Republic, and a deadly heat wave in Japan this year alone. With global temperatures continuing to rise year on year, the warning from some climate experts is that this is the terrifying new normal.